Hey guys, Dr. Morse, injury experts. So coming into this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Herbert was already dealing with a combination of two injuries. He had a right plantar fascia, probably partial tear that he had early in preseason, and that's kind of to the bottom of the foot here where it attaches at the heel. And then he was able to play the first couple weeks, no issues with that. Then last week, unfortunately, he suffered a right high ankle sprain, which is to the syndesmotic ligament, which is here and kind of up towards the shin. And he didn't practice a whole lot this week, but the team was pretty adamant about him playing. And Justin being the type of person he is, he's going to play. He's played through some crazy injuries already in his early career, but he was going to be high risk given the nature of the injury. Now, he played really good in the first half or so, but unfortunately, you can see this play right here. If you watch it, he gets sacked, and it doesn't look overly crazy. There's nothing crazy about this play. No one was jamming on his leg. He just kind of tweaked it, and that's the nature of it. The issue with high ankle sprains is that they're rotational injuries, meaning you can walk forward and backwards, but you can't cut, because that is what the syndesmotic ligament does. It is a thick ligament that holds those two leg bones together. So if I show you on my knee model, we will look and you'll see the syndesmotic ligament holds these two bones together. So if it's sprained, then these two bones stretch out, and as a result, you have significant pain at the joint line, which is right here. And once he started limping, he was pulled. He lasted about one additional play, and then Coach Herbert pulled him, and he basically said anytime we saw him limping, that was it. He was done for the game. So best case scenario here would be he just tweaked the high ankle sprain, and he didn't have any other issues. Now, there's a couple other scenarios that I just want to cover because I think it's important. He could have technically made this worse, not surprising. Now, if the syndesmotic ligament was torn a little bit more from looking intact, which is a type 1 or grade 1, which is why he was allowed to play, all the way to a grade 2, which is much more severe. Grade 2s have significant partial tearing of this. These usually the player cannot put their foot on the ground. Usually they're in crutches or in a boot or one of those little wheeled scooters for a couple weeks. So we should know by probably the end of today or tomorrow morning at the latest if he really exacerbated this. If he's walking on crutches or something, that's going to tell you, yeah, he did a bad job. If he's still walking around normally with a shoe or back in a boot, I'm not ready to freak out yet. Now, if that does happen, he's probably going to miss a couple weeks. The other possibility here, which is less likely but still technically possible, is what we call a Liz Frank sprain. Now, the Liz Frank is an important structure in the foot, in the middle of the foot. Okay, this is a structure prominently on the big toe side where you have a thick ligament that holds the arch of the foot up. Now, traditionally, when you injure the Liz Frank ligament, the arch starts to collapse. And whenever you put your foot down, the arch wants to collapse, and it's really, really painful. So even grade 1s are painful. Some guys will wear even a carbon fiber insert in there. But now you have to think he's also dealing with a high ankle sprain and a plantar fascia injury. Plus, he potentially could be dealing with a Liz Frank. There's not too many other things he can do to that foot besides fracture it or have a bad turf toe. So let's hope he did not have a Liz Frank sprain, because if that is the case, he's likely to end up missing some more time because of how important that stupid ligament is in addition to everything else that's going on. Best case scenario, he just tweaked it and he's able to play, I think, next week against the Chiefs, which should be a pretty good game. If he's not in the game, Taylor Heineke ended up coming in, not Stick, and we will see how it plays out. I'll give you more information as we head out later in the week, but that's my initial thoughts here on Sunday afternoon. If you like the content, do me a favor, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out some of the other content on both theinjuryexperts.com and our website. Take care.